They say bad luck comes in threes, and it certainly has for world champion Sébastien Loeb. 0 point for Loeb at his home event in France, and suddenly with 2 rounds to go, just 3 points separate the top 3 drivers. The 2011 title race is building towards one of the most exciting finales in recent memory. Just 2 rounds to go, and the penultimate event of the season is the challenging mixed surface Rally Catalunya. This is WRC Rally World, and coming up in a packed show this week, we look ahead to the unique challenge in Spain and what impact it could have in the championship fight.
We want to perform well in tarmac as well, so I don't want to rely on gravel.
The Rally de France hosted rounds of the SWRC and WRC Academy. Both had big impacts on their own title battles. We'll bring you all the best action from the support championships. And with 2 podium finishes in its first 4 rallies, we have an exclusive look under the skin of the Mini John Cooper works. This year, the Rally de España, or to give it its full title, the Rally RACC Catalunya Costa Dorada, celebrates its 20th anniversary of being in the WRC. Over the years, the fast-flowing tarmac roads have built up a typically passionate Latin fan base with thousands of enthusiastic and often colourful spectators flooding onto the stages. The event is always run close to Barcelona, a must-see stop-off for rally fans from outside the area. The stunning Catalan capital is one of the most vibrant and recognisable cities in the world. A switch from the Costa Brava to the Costa Dorada in 2005 saw a move south to a new host town in the coastal resort of Salou, with the service park alongside the famous Portaventura Adventure Park. Salou is 95 kilometres southwest of Barcelona, and the 18 special stages are run to the west of the town in the surrounding countryside. They feature a number of changes from last year, but crucially the 160 kilometres of the opening day are again run on a mixture of gravel and tarmac, with the remaining 2 days on asphalt only. The gravel roads used in 2010 were a very different challenge to those traditionally seen in Spain. A fairly smooth, loose surface challenge. The stages, though, were often really narrow and tree-lined. The asphalt roads of Saturday and Sunday are back to the traditional fast-flowing and often double-lane roads that are some of the fastest seen in the World Championship. Looking back at some of the most memorable recent visits to Catalunya, and in 2002, Gilles Panizzi went into rally folklore with his famous celebratory donut at La Feluca hairpin on the way to his first of 2 successive Spanish victories for Peugeot. His teammate Richard Burns claimed second place, half a minute behind. They weren't to know it at the time, but the 2004 Rally de España would become a landmark round for Ford. It remains the last time the team scored a win on a pure tarmac round, with Marco Martin prevailing after his closest rival, Sébastien Loeb, damaged the undercarriage of his Citroën. Marcus Gronholm in second finished just 23 seconds behind in the Peugeot 307. 6 years ago, the event moved to the Costa Dorada region, and Sébastien Loeb began his years of Spanish dominance. It was a Citroën 1-2 with François Duval backing up his teammate, while a thrilling fight for third between local driver Chevy Ponce and Mikko Hirvonen saw the Finn prevail in his privately entered Ford Focus to claim his first podium finish. In 2009, the event was dominated by local star Danny Sordo early on. But with Loeb involved in a tight championship fight with Mikko Hirvonen, the Spaniard dutifully allowed his teammate past and would have to settle for his 4th successive second-place finish on home soil. Loeb reigned in Spain for the 5th time. And last season, with the title already secured for Loeb, many expected Sordo to finally score his first ever win on home soil. Danny, though, didn't deal with the new mixed surface format well and could only manage a 3rd place finish. So it was Loeb who was yet again victorious for a record-breaking 6th victory in Catalunya. We'll have more details on the challenges of the mixed surface format in Spain later in the programme. France was the location for the penultimate round of the SWRC Championship. It has been an exciting season so far, with 3 drivers still very much in with a chance of the title. 10 drivers made the trip to Alsace, all hoping to pick up valuable points coming into the business end of the season, with Juho Hänninen in particular keen for a good finish after a crash in the last round in Germany.
Yeah, let's say I would need to get the finish and somehow like good on the podium, get the good points, that no fall for mistakes over here. So, but it's better not to think. It's just try to enjoy from the stages and made a good result like that.
Martin Prokop also crashed out in Germany, but again on his favoured surface of tarmac, he remained very much in the title hunt.
We can saw in Germany that we were very fast on next day after the crash, that we were the fastest and we did very good times. So we'll try to do the same here. It's dry tarmac here that I like, so I'll try to push, and I think we can fight for victory. But as I said, I need some problem of Juho to have still chance to be champion.
The other driver still fighting out for SWRC honours was Ott Tänak. The Estonian has been a revelation this season and closed the gap on leader Hänninen with victory last time out in Germany.
Germany, it was quite okay for us, but yeah, you never can't be too comfortable, so we'll try to do our best, but I don't know, it's quite a tough event. It's not easy for sure, so there will be quite long 3 days.
And here's a closer look at what those 3 days entailed. The Rally de France Alsace was making its second appearance in the WRC and was once again based in the European capital of Strasbourg. The 3-day event comprised 350 competitive kilometres, which ran through the Vosges Mountains and Basse Rhin vineyards. First into the stages was championship leader Juho Hänninen, the Finn eager to make amends for his mistake in Germany. He attacked the opening stage. But he was maybe pushing a little too hard. Behind him on the road, Ott Tänak attacked the opening stage and came out on top against Hänninen to take the early lead. Hänninen did strike back on stage 2. But then disaster for the championship leader as he picked up a puncture on stage 3, costing him 2 minutes and dropping down the standings to 4th. But in a fine sporting gesture, he pulled over to let his main championship rival Tänak pass him on the road.
Oikein nopea. Ja sitten tulee 120 vasen kohti, kolmas 150.
Further back there was more bad news for Qatari Nasser Al-Attiyah. He missed his braking point in the dust and landed in a ditch. Unable to resurrect his car, the Middle East champion was forced to retire for the day. There was better news for 20-year-old Evan Brynildsen, who's endured a torrid season to date, but closed out day 1 in an impressive 2nd position. Behind Brynildsen in 3rd was Martin Prokop. The Czech is known of something as a tarmac expert, but struggled with his setup on the opening day, causing him to lose confidence in his car and time on the stages. However, enjoying himself out front was Tänak. After his early battle with Hänninen, the Estonian had asserted himself on the rest of the field, winning 5 stages on the opening day to give himself a commanding lead. Although he had no intention of letting up just yet.
I think just carry on and let's see how the other guys will manage, and I don't know, for sure we can't like lift too much, so we need to carry on with our own speed and then let's see.
The end of the day, though, brought mixed emotions for the two drivers chasing him.
I cannot be happy because my speed is not good today. We had very bad morning because we chose very bad setup. We had setup from Germany, the hard one, and I didn't expect that the road will be so bumpy and so full of cuts and gravel on the road. So then we changed it, and now I'm getting used to the new setup. So now it's better and better. So for tomorrow, still we can fight for some good position, but I think to fight for victory will be very difficult. But never say never. I will try it.
I just haven't finished a rally since Germany last year, and now we have been really steady. No pushing, no mistakes, no drama. Just really find the pace, a good rhythm, and not taking any risks, not cutting too much, and as soon as I can see gravel, I just back off. So at the moment, I'm quite happy that I keep Prokop and Sousa and the other guys behind. So I will be happy to finish on the podium, at least to finish.
Tänak began day two with a lead of 1 minute 48 over his closest rival. So for the Estonian, it was a case of maintaining a steady rhythm and keeping his car on the road. But behind him, Hänninen was charging. Winning the first 3 stages of the morning, the Finn first overtook Prokop on stage 10, and then Brynildsen on 11 to move up to second. He was looking on course for 18 championship points until this happened on stage 12. It was a huge mistake from the Finn, and he knew it.
Stupid mistake. I had a good chance to make it more easier for me to spin, but now I destroyed those chances, and now I need to win in Spain.
It was a double blow for the Red Bull Skoda team as Hanninen's stablemate Herman Gassner Jr. first suffered an electrical fault and then crashed out on stage 9. That meant the only Skoda still running belonged to Evan Brynildsen. The young Norwegian was beginning to grow in confidence and picked up his first stage win of the weekend, taking both stages 13 and 14 to tighten his grip on second. Martin Prokop enjoyed a better day, taking a stage win of his own on 16, but he couldn't close the gap on Brynildsen, closing out the day still 8.7 seconds behind. Bernardo Sosa was the driver to benefit from Hänninen and Gassner Jr.'s retirements, moving his Ford Fiesta S2000 up to 4th. Behind him, guest entrant Julien Morin had also been looking good in 5th, but his car failed to restart after Saturday's remote service, and the Frenchman was forced to retire for the day. But once again, it was Tänak at the head of the field. A further 3 stage wins, extending his lead to over 2.5 minutes. So with just over 50 kilometres of competitive stages left to run on the final day, Tänak was looking safe in first, while Hänninen would restart in 6th under Super Rally regulations, but with a lot of time to make up. And so day 3 began with Tänak knowing that victory was his as long as he avoided trouble. The Estonian wisely deciding to take a steady approach to the final day's stages. But with less than 9 seconds separating second and third, the rest of the podium was still to be decided. Prokop had struggled with his setup all weekend and pushed as hard as he could to try and keep the pressure on Brynildsen. However, the Norwegian was now brimming with confidence, winning the opening 2 stages to secure himself the runners-up spot. Prokop would have to settle for 3rd and 15 championship points